Why? Hello and welcome everybody. Also good morning. So I wanted to give you guys my kind of start of day 2 update on the character, a little bit more into it. Also I wanted to mainly show off the new totem and kind of the single target orienting around it. So I'm just going to flash my gear really quickly so you guys can kind of see what I'm rocking with. I'd say the character's close to the 90 loadout or the 95 going block-based loadout for the most part. We currently do not have a cluster jewel. And my gear is primarily come from a mixture of buying it and getting it from the tree. I'm running a full Breach Atlas and I am really enjoying it. Okay, so with that being said, I'm a big fan of the new totem right now, Searing Bond of Detonation. I don't fully know how much damage it is as we can't really put it into PoE. It feels like it's a little more than Fire Trap. And to run it, you want to make sure you're running the totem placement speed on your boots. And ideally, you get quality on the multi-totem. I don't have that yet. And you want to make sure your Searing Bond of Detonation is qualityed, as that makes a big difference. And here we've got multi-totem, life tap, controlled destruction. Here is my Atlas. You can see we have the 6 life mastery set up along with the going block-based, indicated by the glancing blows and the 75-75. So I'm going to go jump into a Screaming Invitation right now. And you can see how our single target is. I haven't actually done this yet, so... Oh, wait, I can't actually... Are you kidding me? We can't actually run it yet? I have to go down here? Unlucky. Okay, let's go do a quick palace map. Surely the palace map will unlock this for us, no problem. Now you get to see the clear right now. It might be a little rough because this map mod is 60% bonus life as ES, but... Here we go. I'm primarily just going to rush the breach, maybe do the Mirage if it's by the breach, and then kill the map balls. You use the same type of helmet for a fire trap build as you do for this character. The Icicle changes are very good for this character, so... As you can see with the the chain explodes. So this is like a little kind of showcase of what I'm doing with my Atlas currently. You get like okay raw drops from Breach right now. I'm pretty happy. I have a Pilfering Ring right here. You can kind of see what we've claimed from Breach so far. As this is pretty much the sole mechanic of how I'm making currency. Hey, look at Heat Shiver. Is that actually worth anything right now? Like 10C, a little less. And then we are utilizing very heavy blocks on our Atlas, so that we can try to manipulate the League mechanic to spawn by our League mechanic, which is Breach. And then here we get to go run another Breach, for example. This guy hits pretty hard, and we're not like super geared yet on the defenses, so he can be pretty tanky and just a pain to deal with. Thankfully, the explode procs very frequently now compared to before, so it's a lot easier to get an explode chain. Okay. Let's just go ahead and leave here. Ooh, that lag spike. Probably get an explode on the blue pack here. Darn, no explode. Oh, there's an explode. See, that's the thing is, even though the Icicle was nerfed by half damage, if you proc an explosion on a blue mob, it does unethical amounts of damage. Alright, and here is the single target. Nothing too crazy. I want to say it feels better than Fire Trap single target, but again, without PoB, it's hard to say. And that's with no explode. I'd also say the build is slightly unoptimized because what we would want to do is we would want to probably pivot our auras off of Skitterbot into Aspect of Spider and then see what we can do from there, as Skitterbot has a little bit less value since we are currently not using a trap anymore. Ah, here we go. Okay. Now we can actually do our Eater. So here's a nice example of a real boss, Eater of Worlds. Perfect. For tooltip's sake, I am currently running 24.5k on RF, and the bond has, I think, 104k. But remember that the bond, like, explodes, and that's what does a lot of the damage. I want to say that that's better than my Fire Trap DPS by this point, but again, it's hard to say. We are going to ramp when we're at 50%, so... It is worth mentioning that the Totem links do cost quite a bit of HP, because we're life tapping, so it's 500 per cast. Honestly, pretty smooth. It's like I was gonna say a minute and a half. Actually, out of force of habit of ZDPS, I almost said an hour and a half. But yeah, thankfully, Eater does not take an hour and a half to kill. That would be a nightmare. Yes, it would. Also, a special reminder for people: this Fire Mastery, you want to have the 12 Fire multi-node. And if you want to elevate your clear, you can take one Ignite node until you get the Fire and Ignite craft on a weapon. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Anyway, that's pretty much about it. Just wanted to give that update there. I'll catch you guys all later on the stream. Don't forget to always grab the latest path of building from my website at Pohx.net. And once PoB supports it, we will have the Searing Bond of Detonation in there. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.